The issue of weight loss continues to be one of the top issues of interest in America, and countless books and articles have been written about the issue. Dr. Mary Ann Wallace from North Albany is here. She's written a book called Mindful Eating, Mindful Life, and thank you for coming in.
I'm so happy.
The subtitle is How to Change the Habits That Sabotage Your Health.
Absolutely.
You're an internal medicine doctor, so you see this issue with your patients all the time. Why did you decide to address it with a book, with your own,
Well, actually, the book came out of a series of classes that I was teaching. So in 2006, obesity surpassed smoking as the #1 preventable reason for disease. And, I knew from my experience of long-standing, both with myself and with patients, that diets work usually for a short while. They work when you're on them, and sure enough, you get off. And what I observed is there's a very interesting phenomenon called the rebound. So many people, they think maybe it's their imagination that fewer calories seem to go farther, but it's not their imagination, because we are uniquely designed to survive in situations of starvation, and so any perceived deprivation can drive us there, both physiologically in terms of changing our metabolism and also psychologically. So as soon as our back is turned on ourselves, we crave something and we act it out. So I knew there had to be a different way to go about this, and I'm a longtime meditator, as you know.
Remember.
And so I started to apply some of the principles that have shown up in other areas that have been researched, where mindfulness has been evaluated for different conditions. And I didn't see a lot about eating, but I knew that something had to be there. And just about then, a student from OSU approached me wanting to collaborate on a research project, and I thought, okay, here's the opportunity. So I created this series of classes which have been remarkably effective in ways that I didn't even anticipate. And about the second year, people started asking me for a recommendation for a book. Well, at that time there were none that I could find, so I wrote it.
There you go.
There you go.
One of the things that is so to address people's eating habits, you have to go into, you go into kind of a resting state and a state where people are approachable, because a lot of people want to deny that they have issues with weight, or deny that their situation can be resolved. They can lose weight. They just want to put it off. They don't want to. So it's kind of, it's done with CDs. I want you. This is cool, though. This is really so. So what do? How do you incorporate this into your weight loss program?
Yes. I love your questions. All right. Well, first of all, I need to backtrack and reframe this a little bit, because I don't think in terms of weight loss.
Okay.
What I think in terms of is, what is a person's relationship with food and eating? Now, we don't think about that a lot because, and here's the crux of the matter, oftentimes we're on autopilot. There's this thing called multitasking, which is rewarded in our system. And I am sure every one of us can cite incident after incident in which we have finished a TV program or finished a spate of emails and noticed a couple of empty bags by us. We didn't enjoy it one bit. We didn't even notice, well, that was a few hundred calories right there down the tube. So to wake up to what we're doing in our life in relationship to food is the secret of this. So I try to get out of people's mind the idea of losing weight, because instantly we get into that deprivation, inner tension, freak out mode. So that's one of the crux of the whole matter. So this book and the CD, the exercises on the CD, are dedicated to help people explore inside of themselves what are their beliefs about food, what do they notice and not notice, and what can they wake up to in their daily lives. Almost everybody has a certain time of day, for example, that is their hardest time of day. And just paying attention to notice that gives them a lot of clues. Do I have time to share a story?
Nope, we're out of time.
We're out of time.
So you're going to have to go and see Mary Ann tomorrow at Stargate Bookstore, 1374 Willamette Street, and the books are available. Thank you so much for stopping by.